Hi, welcome to another episode of How to Do Atkins Low Carb. My name is, of course, Ken Taltona, and I'd like to respond to one of my viewers who actually made a video response to me. The person who made the video was, I'll let her pronounce her name.
Hi, my name is Natalia Belokonova, and I'm a certified natural health professional. And this video was created as a response to Atkins Diet Story.
First, I would like to thank her for her comments. I welcome all respectful comments to my videos, especially video responses. It's that dialogue that I think that makes YouTube the community that it is, and it's the free-flowing exchange of ideas that I believe is important. However, that said, I've had a recent bout of nasty comments or ad hominem attacks that simply want to attack the person or persons, i.e. Dr. Atkins, behind the diet as opposed to the diet itself. Or they refuse to respect that other people might have different opinions to them. They refuse to entertain the ideas that you're putting forth and simply want the conversation to be a one-way street, them to you. And that's an unhelpful or unbeneficial comments, and those are the types of things that I'm not as happy to see. However, with Natalia's comments, that represents what I'm looking for in terms of comments to the videos, especially negative comments, which sometimes are positive criticism. So, if you're looking for a model to follow, I would say follow Natalia's video response to me. I think overall she saw that her end comments was that you need to change your lifestyle, and with that idea and myself, I'm in total agreement. There is no change to a long-term way of living without changing your lifestyle. You have to make a break from the old path to get to something, to get to where you want to be. You can't stay in Des Moines if you want to get to Chicago. That said, I think some of her comments or cautionary tales about the Atkins diet is simply misleading or simply wrong. First, she cautions against cardiovascular conditions and that there may be some enhanced risk for heart disease for the diet. In my case, my cholesterol and my heart functions have never been better except for the times I've been on the diet. The cholesterol studies that I've seen out there have not shown any increase due to the low-carb lifestyle over a low-fat lifestyle. She does bring up that that one should be concerned about one's kidneys. I'm willing to accept the fact that Dr. Atkins said if you have impaired kidney function, i.e. if you've already had reduced kidney function already, that you may not think about going into a ketogenic diet because of the nature of all the water that one might be drinking. However, the Atkins diet is not a danger to those who have healthy kidney functions. She mentions kidney stones. I'd like to see some studies that demonstrate a higher than normal kidney stone activity, because for the most part I haven't seen it, and one of the main comments of the diet, or main attributes of the diet, is making sure that you get your water in. And I believe that you're drinking the adequate amount of water per day, that if you're kicking your Diet Coke habit, or you're kicking your coffee habit and actually drinking the water that the 64 ounces of water that you're prescribed per day, you're probably not going to be as liable to have those kidney stone problems that she spoke of. And that gets me to her final point in that section, that she suggests if you do start the diet, that, quote, don't stay on the diet for too long. Well, that in my point breaks what she says at the end is you got to change your lifestyle. Well, if you're going to change your lifestyle to get on low carb, why would you not stay on that diet for too long? I.e., if you're making a lifestyle change, if you're losing the weight, why would you want to not stay on something that has been providing you benefits for during the weight loss phase into a maintenance phase? All right, that leads me to the second problem that I had with her response, is that she suggests that the diet doesn't consume too much vegetables. Well, the USDA requirement per day is 5 servings per day, which is about 2.5 cups of vegetables per day. There is not a single piece of the diet that does not have you eating more than the USDA recommended portion per day. Now granted, you don't have the wide selection of vegetables that you may have on the USDA, but you are eating more than 5 servings of vegetables per day, i.e. the salad vegetables, which is your lettuce, your green peppers, your mushrooms, there's a whole host of vegetables that you're allowed to eat, including in your other vegetables category, which includes things like cauliflower, broccoli, tomatoes, and onions. So I'm not sure where she got the idea that you're not supposed to be eating vegetables on the Atkins diet, because if she read the diet book, she would just understand where she was just wrong on that. Then she leads into a statement that make sure you get your vitamins in, and that she says that Dr. Atkins' recommendation was to take 65 additional supplement vitamins. Well, I'm not quite sure where she got that information from, and that leads one to believe that you'll be popping pills every single day. And that could not be further from the truth. In fact, I'll just quote the book. A sample induction menu containing 2,000 calories and 20 grams of carbohydrates was analyzed by one of the highly regarded Nutritionist 5 programs, a computer program used by nutritionists worldwide. The results of the analysis found that the menu met or exceeded the recommended daily intake of 19 of the 24 vitamins, minerals, and trace elements, and the remaining few pantothenic acid, sodium, magnesium, copper, chromium, and another one that I cannot pronounce, could be easily replaced with a supplement. And Dr. Atkins goes on further on page 90 and 91 to suggest that the reason that one might need to have the vitamin nutrients in your diet is not so much because of the low-carb diet that you're now following, is to supplement the past missed nutrients that one might have been following on a low-fat diet, because of all the vitamins that could only be found in essential fatty acids, and the lack of those fatty acids on the low-fat diet prevented you from storing them. So, and instead of having a suggested 65 additional supplements, simply Dr. Atkins' recommendation for the supplements, as I've said in my supplement video, which I would encourage Natalia to watch, is simply take a multivitamin during all phases of the diet, and if you feel that you have an essential fatty acid deficiency, then you should maybe take an additional supplement to address that. And finally, she mentions that calcium may be a problem within the diet. And that goes against a specific 2006 study by Dr. John Carter from the Division of Rheumatology at the University of Southern Florida, which he found out that the low-carb diet does not have a risk of osteoporosis or a wasting away of the calcium within the bones. And I will put the link within the show notes. In fact, the diet is also very rich in calcium, that one might not need to add a calcium supplement to the diet due to such things, due to the cheese intake in the diet, or calcium being found in a number of different sources, such as almonds, a place where you might not think to it. Well, I'd just like to encourage all viewers of the diet to not just take my word for it, but investigate for yourself that what I've said is true. It's not just me saying this, there's numerous studies out there. So that all said, I appreciate your comments on my video, and I hope that you can appreciate whatever corrections I might have. Thank you very much.